Hey everyone, what's up? That's gonna be annoying, but hey everyone, what's up? Just here over at Simplot Grower Solutions in Hanford, and right now I'm actually picking up a load of urea fertilizer. So pretty much it's a dry blend, so it's a bunch of different stuff that's all mixed together and it makes, you know, dry fertilizer. So right now I'm picking up some dry fertilizer. I'm getting loaded. I already got scaled in. Really that's it. I got me a set of double hoppers on, so today honestly should be a pretty easy day. It's just go pick up the load, you know, pick up the load from here, then go take it and drop it off at wherever it needs to go. It's going to Buttonwillow, I believe, Buttonwillow, California. So I don't know, it should be a pretty easy day. And excuse the kind of mess that I got going on in my truck. I honestly haven't cleaned it out in like 2 days or 3 days. So this doesn't look like a mess, but it's clutter to me. This is like, that should be up here. Like you get what I'm saying. It's like I got a place for everything, but you know, like here's my trash bag. Like I got a place for everything, but sometimes stuff just kind of gets unorganized, and I guess I have OCD. I really don't know. But as I said, right now I'm just waiting to get loaded up, and then once I'm loaded up, we'll be rolling on out of here, getting down the highway. All right, so now that I'm outside of my truck, what they're pretty much doing is that they're gonna get, you know, they got all the dry chemical in there. And what they're doing is they're getting a loader, putting it into this hopper, and this hopper actually has an auger in it, and it's mixing all the dry chemical together. And then that hopper quite simply has a conveyor belt, and that conveyor belt's just going to feed it right into my hopper that's on my trailer. And as I said, pretty easy day, pretty easy process. Sorry if you couldn't hear me, but that's kind of the rundown of what they're doing. Alrighty everyone, well, I finally get out of here. Yeah, we had a little bit of a problem because their little mixer thing broke, but we got it all figured out. Let me just get to the outside of this plant and just make sure I'm not going to hit anything. Alrighty. So sorry about that beforehand. Sorry about the vibration noise that you hear. This truck has the lane keep assist or whatever the hell it is. It has it, but one of the sensors on the actual side of the truck went out. So pretty much it doesn't have it anymore. So pretty much what happens is that the system keeps trying to reset itself, whereas it's actually not able to do that because, you know, one of the sensors is broken. Well, they ordered a new sensor, and of course it's on back order, so we're pretty much gonna have to deal with what we got. Oh, hi officer. But yeah, right now I'm just heading out to Highway 43 because we're gonna take Highway 43 down south in order to get to Buttonwillow, California, because that's where this load is going. So oh, this sucks. I'm gonna have to block part of this lane in order to make this right-hand turn. All right, let's get this done. Boom, there you go. That's how you make a right-hand turn instead of doubles with a 3-axle. But yeah, what we're hauling right now is, I don't know if you guys heard me outside, but right now what we're hauling is, it's called dry blend. So it's a bunch of different things that are all mixed together, and then what they do is that they soak it in urea. So the urea actually absorbs into the fertilizer, and that's what, and all that stuff combined is what they fertilize the plants with. And I'm sorry if it's kind of bright outside. It's a really foggy and gloomy day, and if I set my my GoPro to the just to the regular viewing mode, everything just turns super dark. Sorry, train tracks. But everything just turns super dark. So I have it set to nighttime mode, and nighttime mode's pretty much the only way I was able to get this thing to work. That's the one thing that sucks about using a the GoPro Session, because I have a GoPro Hero 5 Session, so it's one of the small black square looking ones. That's the only thing that sucks about it, is that there's not a lot of customization, like, you know, you guys kind of get what I'm saying. And I feel like I'm pretty, since I have you guys on my hat, I'm pretty high up off the ground. And because I'm looking at my, I was looking at my screen real quick. Oh, come on. You can see I got distracted. But I was looking at my screen and I noticed that it's really high, like it's really high above my head. So, oh well, I might fix that. I might fix that in a little while. Oh, nice California roll, Grandpa. Yeah, California rolls when you don't come to a complete stop. But oh yeah, I know that guy. But no, yeah. So right now we're just heading down to Buttonwillow, and it should just be a pretty easy day. All we're doing is that we're just dropping this in a field, and then pretty much see what they have next for me. Because I don't know, by the time I get down there and stuff like that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick up another load, because I have to go all the way back to the yard, pick up an empty, wash that empty out, and then go pick up another load. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing today. It might be a easy, early, short day for me, which I always love short days. I always love easy days. I love the hard ones too. Like you know, yesterday I was trying to film a video because I was going up to what's it, Lathrop, California. So it's a good 3-hour drive, but it was just so chaotic that I just decided, no, I'm not gonna post this. It was too crazy and chaotic yesterday. But to go from a 16-hour chaotic day like that to a short, easy day like this, it's not bad. I really like it. All right, so now I'm coming up to Highway 43. 43 is kind of, I like going down it, because as soon as you get past Corcoran, it turns into a 2-lane, like, I don't know, I don't want to say country highway, but it's literally, there's just nothing for miles. And I don't know why, I kind of like driving down roads like that, especially at night. I really love it. I really love driving at night down those kind of roads. Do I got anyone coming? No, I do not. I'm clear. Yes, California is a ride-on-red state. So, yes, I am allowed to take my ride on red. But, here, let me go look at my GPS real quick. Let's see how far we are from there. So right now we're 1 hour and 11 minutes away. So it's, like I said, not too crazy of a drive, but it's still a drive, you know? It's still not just a quick hop, skip, and a jump away from, right down the street. And if anyone else can help me with this, I have no clue why, but my truck does not necessarily like 9th and 10th gear. It pops out and it doesn't want to go into gear, all that good stuff on 9th and 10th. I have no clue why. We've had the shop look at it, and apparently the shop guys can't find anything wrong with it, but of course, that's nothing new. They can't find anything wrong with anything. But yeah, so, oh well. There's a lot of things that, we actually got to consider when we're hauling bulk loads like this. Like right now I got a load of bulk fertilizer, but if you were to see this stuff, it literally looks like little sand, like pebbles, kind of. And you got to be careful when you're hauling this kind of. What do we got going on? This guy just flipped on its hazards. Okay. Oh, I think that concrete truck was turning. But, now I forgot what I was going to say. But, no, you got to be kind of careful when well, not kind of careful, you got to be really careful. You always got to be careful when you're driving a truck. But you got to be kind of careful. Take a little bit of extra precaution whenever you're driving a bulk load like this, because it sounds funny, but they can actually have surge like a tanker. And I know a lot of people don't believe me on that one, but yeah, you could literally have surge like a tanker, because what happens whenever you're hauling grain, whenever you're hauling any sort of like bulk material like I am, what happens is that if you hit your brakes too fast, or you go around a corner too fast, anything like that, all that, the load inside of that hopper, it shifts to one side. So pretty much it acts like a surge. It hits that sidewall, but except the weight stays there. It doesn't go back and forth. It can very rarely, depending on what you're hauling, but it's a pretty weird experience. Like the first time I had it happen to me, I had to hit the brakes because a car pulled out in front of me, and I hit the brakes and I felt the whole load shift forward, and it started pushing, and it pushed me forward a good 20 feet. And I was thinking to myself, holy shit, but when you got 52,000 pounds of whatever you're hauling behind you, and it all shifts forward, it's gonna push you, you know. And it's not an easy little light tap, no, either. It's a big push. But oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this guy in front of me, but he's swerving all over the road. I don't know if he's probably looking at his phone or something, because I don't know if you guys can see, he's going from the middle of his lane to all the way on the right. He was, right before I hit the record button, he was all the way on the shoulder. I'm wondering if this guy's okay, because that, yeah, look, see, there he goes, all the way on the shoulder. But yeah, look at, he's swerving all over in the road, man, doing some crazy stuff. But I don't know, I guess I forgot what I was gonna say before that distracted me. No, I was saying, I think, I don't know, I really like hauling like these fertilizers and stuff in the hoppers. Not because it's not just fertilizer, but we haul wheat, corn, we haul safflower, almonds, pistachios, walnuts, anything that you can think that goes into a hopper, we haul in hoppers. And I just think I really enjoy, honestly, doing this kind of work, because this work is a lot easier than pretty much anything else that I've done. So, you know, it's just one of those things where I've really come to enjoy it, because before I was working here, my first CDL job that I had, you know, once I got my license, once I legally had my license, because I'd been driving since I was about 16, 17, you know, driving trucks, but I did silage, you know, when I was that age. But when I got my first legal CDL job, I was actually an instructor at a trucking school, at the same trucking school that I graduated from, because I had already known, you know, pretty much everything to pass the CDL test. So it was funny, a little 18-year-old me, and I was a CDL instructor. It was pretty crazy. But after that, I actually got a job hauling commodity, like fruit. So the company I worked for before, I'm not going to say the name of it, because they really did me dirty. But yeah, I used to haul tomatoes, citrus. I did, you know, so tomato season, citrus, carrots. What else did we do? We did some like some nuts. We did end dumps with animal feed. We did a bunch of different stuff here in the valley. But yeah, they kind of did me dirty, and not necessarily the whole company, but a dispatcher, he didn't really like me because of how young I was. So after some stuff happened in my personal life, I decided to just leave. But now I work for a company that I really love. As again, I'm not going to say the name of it, but I work for a trucking company I really love now, and because so I'm a local. Okay, now what are you doing, homie? of his mind. Oh crap. But so now I work for a company that I honestly really enjoy, and I don't know, I really don't got any bad things to say about it. And here we do hoppers. So as I got right now, we got belt trailers, end dumps, bottom dumps. We do tanker, flatbed, pretty much. I do a lot of landau work with this truck. Pretty much anything that's like, you know, ag related, we do. And I've really come to enjoy this company. I really love what I do because I go up and down the state. You know, being a local driver doesn't mean that you just don't. It doesn't just mean that you have to drive around your town. Like me, one day I might be in LA, the next day I might be in Stockton. You know, one day I might just be running around the valley, like staying within 20 miles of our yard. You know, it's pretty cool. There's some days where I'll go to LA, load up, go drive up to Stockton, you know, and then come back here and you know, be done for the day. And I really do enjoy my job. I really love it. That's why for me, I turned 21 in January. On January 10th, I turned 21. And I really don't know if I want to be an over-the-road driver or look for a different job, you know. Yeah, granted, there's some OTR drivers where they make a lot more than I do, you know. But I honestly really don't see that in my future, if that makes sense. I just don't think it's for me. It's a weird thing to say, but I really just don't think OTR is for me. Alrighty. So in about 8.5 miles, we're gonna make a right-hand turn onto Garces Highway. Sorry, I'm just kind of getting around these bends right here. Yeah, right now we're passing by Allensworth, which a lot of people don't even know that Allensworth exists. It's actually a historical site. Oh, oversized load with no banner or nothing. Okay, but welcome to California. But yeah, see, Allensworth, it's a historical town, and it's apparently stayed the same way since like the 1850s. I actually think it's pretty cool. So what Allensworth used to be was during the all the way up until about early 1900, or even after 1900, Allensworth, this all used to be cotton. Everything, like everything here used to be cotton, and because that was the big money crop here in Corcoran, was cotton. Well, in the Corcoran, California area was all cotton. And so a lot of African-American emancipated slaves actually came to live here in Allensworth. And I just think it's really cool. It's a cool little historical site. And, you know, and a lot of people don't even know that it's there, like that it exists, but it's really cool. Maybe I should go walk around there with the GoPro one day. Just kind of record it for you guys. But yeah, right now I am 37 minutes away from where I got to go drop this thing off. It's been pretty much a smooth, easy ride. I haven't really figured out anything to talk about, just because I don't know. It's a Thursday, the day before Friday, so it's just one of those moods where you're just like, get through the day. As long as I can get through the day, then it'll be fine. But yeah, I don't really know what to talk about, but it is what it is. Like right now, my dispatch let me know that apparently I do have another load, which I got to go back to the yard, pick up a flatbed trailer, and then I got to go pick up a flatbed load, according to them. But knowing them, they're 90% of the time they're gonna switch it up on me. But yeah, as I said, this should be a relatively easy day. Alright, so now I'm getting ready to turn right onto Garces Highway. And pretty much, I think I'm going to be making a right on Garces Highway and going towards Corcoran Road. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's where I'm going. I'm just kind of following the GPS right now. And don't know, one thing I noticed is California has an obscene amount of stupid drivers. Like I swear, you know, because I've been to other states, not in a truck, of course, because I'm underage, but I've been to many other states, you know, on road trips, on, you know, just been to other states. But I've been to other states, and yeah, none of their drivers are as bad as ours. Because I had a dude that passed me, went in front of me, and started going like 45. Because I was doing an undisclosed speed, but yeah, he passed me, got in front of me, and started doing 45. And so I'm like, come on, man. And then I had someone that passed him, and then that person started flying down the highway, and they made a left-hand turn up ahead of me, and they had completely cut a car off. I'm just like, there's no other cars, there's no traffic on this road, and you guys still managed to find a way to cut each other off and just drive like idiots. That I think that's really amazing to me. The fact that people can just they can figure stuff out that I don't know that I don't know how it's even possible for them. You know, California does have the highest rate of, I believe we're still the highest rate of unlicensed unlicensed drivers. So people that get pulled over for like suspended license, no license at all, you know, expired license, just stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that we have the highest rate of people that have that. But yeah, right now I'm just going down Garces Highway for, I believe, 5 miles. I think. I'm not too sure. I'm just kind of following the GPS. But so we're gonna go down Garces Highway, and we're actually coming up to an overpass, or we're going under, but it's a high-speed rail trestle, which I'm not gonna get political about it, but now that they're doing it, you know, I wonder when it's gonna get done. And I keep hearing different things, 2028 or 2030, 2040. I'm like, just make up your mind, you know, figure out when it's gonna be. Because they've already gotten this trestle done, I think. So here, let me see if I can get this, the visor up. I'm pretty sure they've already gotten the trestle done. They just need to put like the magnetic track or whatever the hell they're gonna do in there. See, there it is. I don't know how good you guys can see it on the GoPro camera, but yeah, it's up there. It's, I'd say, essentially done, or at least this little bridge part. And what's the crazy part about it is that thing's supposed to go, you know, it's supposed to go all over the state too. So you know, like I said, I'm not going to get political on my feelings or beliefs about it, but now that it's you know, already set in stone, I guess, then, you know, I want to see it finished in my lifetime at least. Because you got to look at like Hawaii. Hawaii was trying to build a maglev system for the island of Oahu, and they abandoned it. And now there's a bunch of, literally all the overpasses, all the track is all laid down and everything, and now it just sits there abandoned. You know, it's kind of crazy to see, because I saw it last time I went to Oahu, and it's crazy to see that they put all that money into it just to kind of leave it abandoned, you know? It really sucks. It really does. Alrighty, so now I'm making the left up here onto this road. It's called Wildwood Road. And I don't know how long I have to go down it, but it says I got 25 minutes left until I get there. But here, let's go ahead and make this left-hand turn. But sorry if this video seems kind of jumpy, like there's a lot of cuts and I'm just jumping around, you know, between different subjects and stuff like that. I honestly, I don't really know what to talk about. It's like I don't necessarily know what to talk about, and I don't know. I think I've said it before, but the way that I kind of got the idea for this is to just strap a GoPro to my head and start driving around. That's really all I'm doing, you know. kind of showcasing my day, I guess. But yeah, if it seems like there's a lot of jumps and it's really like, you know, I'm kind of cutting around a lot, it's just because you got to think, as a truck driver, you're driving a long distance, you know, not always, but you're driving a long distance, and there's not, especially for where I live, there's not a lot that goes on. There's not a lot to see, you know? So it just kind of is, as I've been saying, it is what it is, you know? But I've got 17 miles, damn. Yeah, I've got 17 miles on this little tiny bumpy ass road, you know, and this is actually how most of our roads are here in the Central Valley, like most of the back roads. Yes, I put a little bit of air in my seat. All you super truckers that drive with your seat all the way on the ground at all times, don't hate me for it, but yes, I did. Just because, quite simply, I don't want to be pissing blood by the end of this. You know, because driving on these roads is absolute hell. There's some of these roads, okay, that's too much air in the seat. Right there. But there's some of these roads that haven't been repaved since the 1930s and 40s. That's what amazes me. Like, I forget what avenue. Oh, look, sculpture. But I forget what road or avenue it is, but it hasn't been repaved since 1927. And I just think it's crazy. It's literally, the roads were built for Model A's, you know, and Model T's. And here we are going on them with 80,000 pound big rigs. But yeah, there's a lot of these roads, especially back here, which you can tell they haven't been repaved in a very long time. Like, as I said, like this one looks like it was last repaved in maybe the 70s or 80s. You know, these roads don't get a lot of traffic, so they don't need to be repaved often, but you know, it's kind of crazy to see how long that these roads can go without getting repaved. But oh, we're coming up on a field crew working. Okay, I think this guy's got to oversize. But yeah, he's got to oversize, so I'm gonna let him go by. Oh, there you go. That was a nice peak too. But oh, look at Central Valley Commodities. Those guys are cool. I always like what they do. I used to do kind of the same thing that they do, but they have a way nicer fleet than what I had at my old company. You know, because the fleet at my old company, the trucks were just kind of horrendous. They really did not take care of them. Like, I understand how small companies have a harder time maintaining their fleet than, say, like a mega carrier. But there comes a point to where like it's just downright neglect, like neglecting a truck. Because you know, there was one time where one of the drivers at the old company I was at got pulled over. He got pulled over and they gave him an out of service with 27 violations. And I just thought, Jesus Christ, like, you know. Also, the last company that I worked for, they weren't a small company either. They were actually a very big company for being, you know, considered a local company. Because they were out of Porterville, California. They drive green semis, and they were based out of Porterville, California. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, their fleet was awful, god awful. But you know, oh well. And that's how they take care of their trucks, and they take care of their employees just about as well. But yeah, right now I'm going down this Wildwood Road, this bumpy ass road. So whenever I get closer to the destination, I'll get back to you guys. But I'm just gonna kind of enjoy the drive because I don't really know what to talk about, in all honesty. Look, we got a convoy of ag equipment up here. Oh yeah, these are all the sweepers for the fields. I wonder what they're still doing out. Yeah, because these are all These are all sweepers. They use these during the nut harvest season. But I wonder what they're still doing out. Because usually, the nut harvest season ended like, I want to say 3-4 months ago. So I wonder what they're doing out. I wonder what they're still doing out. I wonder what they are doing in the fields. Oh, that's interesting. All right. So it's saying I got to turn right up here, but I don't know exactly where I'm turning right into. That's the one thing that sucks about hauling fertilizer, is that you don't exactly know where you're going half the time. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. So it says in 0.2 miles. It's going to be an entrance to a field somewhere. I think it's this right here. Alright, let's see what we're working with. Oh look, an actually somewhat decent road. Because most of these dirt field roads are god-awful. This one's not dirt, this one's actually asphalt. Wow, that's weird. Usually there's, you know, no such thing as an asphalt field road, but I guess this place is just fancy enough to have one. But so we got to go down here, and then we got to go down through this little dip, and it's going to be on our left hand side. So I don't know exactly where that's going to be. Alright, good. No, yeah, because sometimes it'll tell us, oh, you need to make a left at this dirt field road, but it's like that, where it's just a sudden drop off the field, off the dirt road, and it's just like, yeah, you know. But oh shit, wrong gear. Whoops. Oh yeah, I screwed up. I dinged up on that one. So do I need to take the high road or the short road? Oh Lord. I know it doesn't look like much on the camera, but that's a pretty big drop. Here, I'm gonna do the smart thing, and I'm gonna get out and look at where I'm supposed to be going. But tell anyone that's thinking about getting into ag driving, it only takes a second to get out of your truck and look at where you're supposed to be going, instead of just blindly heading down into it, because I've gotten myself stuck into a couple of situations to where I actually couldn't get out, and once they had to actually call a wrecker and come pull my truck out, because I had gotten stuck in some really soft dirt where I really shouldn't have gone, to say the least. But yeah, they actually had to call a wrecker to come pull my ass out. But oh well, you live and you learn. You know, you're gonna do some stupid stuff the first couple years you've been driving. But yeah, I'm gonna take a look down here and just kind of see where I'm supposed to be at. Alright, so now that I get down here closer, I can actually see what I'm doing. Believe it or not, this is actually a crop duster runway. I know it seems dumb with the power lines right here, because to me it kind of seems a little bit stupid. But yeah, this is actually a runway for crop dusters to take off and land. But so pretty much what I'm gonna do is I don't know if I want to take the high road or the low road. I think I'm most likely gonna take, because either way I have to come, it's about a 4.5-5 foot drop. So I could either make the drop up there or right here, one of the two, but I got to put the trailer right over here. So everything looks pretty flat, stable, and level. So I think I might take this gravel road up here and then just make it down into here. But oh well. Yeah, just remember, always get out and look before you actually do anything. Alrighty, so I've actually decided that I'm going to take this road down here, just because it's a lot. It's not as steep of a drop than up there. So let's just get on down here. This is the intimidating part. Ah, damn. Yeah, my fifth wheel is not very much at all liking this. Alright, we're all good. I was just worried about that high part because I didn't want to high center the truck and trailer. Because what happens is that if you get at too far of an angle, it'll actually hit the bottom of your frame, and it can actually lift the truck up or snap the kingpin or the fifth wheel. None of that stuff would have been good, so I just kind of decided to play it safe and just go down it nice and slow and waited until I got to the sharpest angle, and then once I was at the sharpest angle, I knew, okay, yeah, we're good. This is the kind of stuff that you got to deal with as an ag driver. Alrighty, so I'm gonna drop my trailer right next to this Simplot trailer. But yeah, you guys can see now. This is a runway. It's a little crop duster runway. But so what they actually do, what they do with this, with the chemical that I got on. Oh, this actually used to be a little crop duster airport. Little ruins over there. But what they actually do with the chemical that I've got on is they mix it in with. Okay, yeah, I think those are empty. Or you know what? Just to be doubly sure that they're empty, I'm gonna place them farther away. Just as long as I'm not blocking this runway. That's what they told me. They said just don't block the center part of the runway, but I can put my trailer anywhere. So I'm gonna put it back behind the behind that set of doubles, just to be 100% safer. But what they actually what they do with the chemical that I've got is they mix it in with, I think it's like distilled water or something. It's just something, you know, something like that. They mix it in and it dissolves in the water, and that's what they actually spray out of crop dusters, or at least for the application that they're doing, like, you know, for at least for what they're doing, that's how they're doing it. But I'm gonna get out and disconnect my trailer right now. Alright, let's get that trailer dropped. Alright, so pretty much they sent me to go pick up an empty that's here locally, and yeah, really that's it. I gotta pick up an empty, head back to the yard, and call it a day. You know, I did 2 loads today. I did that one, and then I did another one earlier. I started at what, 4 in the morning? No, 3:30, 4 in the morning, one of those times. But yeah, I just got 2 loads done. Seems like a pretty good day to me. But no, yeah, what I was saying is that I'm just gonna cut the video off right here. But hell, I don't know what to say. If you liked it, like it and subscribe. You know, if you want to see more of me just pointlessly blabbering about nothing while I'm driving a truck, let me know. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback and commentary about what I can do or can't do better, or, you know, if I suck at driving, let me know. You know, some of the stuff. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And as of filming, it's December 22nd. So I hope you guys have a great Christmas. All right. Alrighty. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.